The first arc of the Stormlight Archive is complete! Kinda. Horneater will apparently be set after the beginning of Rhythm of War, but while I am 100% of the opinion that the novellas should absolutely be included in the mainline series required reading, that's not universally shared. And who knows if Brandon is going to tie it into the ending of Wind and Truth, which could totally happen. Anyway, what a book! Topping out at 1,330 pages, just 8 pages shy of my statistical extrapolation in my 5 reasons you shouldn't read Way of Kings video. And that's only because they physically couldn't include an Ars Arcanum. Now, actual review. Is this the first time I've done a spoiler-free review for a book? I guess I'm officially a booktuber now. But first I have to thank my patrons! Doug, Matt, Data Gremlin, Craig, James, Dalinar's Butt, Moochie, Chris, Meethy Carone, Gallant Aegis, the son of James, Lexar and Talap, 42, and incredibly there are 3 new people joining the top tier of my supporters. Windcaller! You must have been busy in this book. Destroy Evil! Hello, yes, I would like to. And Shardcore. No, you're not Shardcore! Unless you live Shardcore! Thank you all! And if you haven't joined but like my videos, link in the description. All in all, Wind and Truth is a solid installment in the Stormlight Archive. In the throes of reading it, I was saying it was my favorite so far. Now that some time has passed, it's good. Not my favorite, as that bar is held very high with Words of Radiance and Oathbringer on either end.
They're both favorites!
But definitely worthy of its place in the series. The structure is different than previous books, following the entire cast of characters chronologically over 10 days, rather than the usual method of getting chunks consolidated into 4 or 5 parts, which means every chapter from the very beginning of the book felt like we were in the Sanderlanche already. Out of 160, not including interludes and flashbacks, there were only 21 single POV chapters. Because of that, to me, the pacing zipped right along. The bouncing between POVs got kind of annoying. I wanted to stay with people a little longer, but with the countdown type nature of the book, it made sense, and I don't think there would be a better way to do it. Character-wise, I thought it was great. We got to delve a lot more into the backstory and motivations of a lot of different people, answering some long-standing questions, and paying off a lot of things that were set up 4 books ago. Some of it felt a little forced. Brandon took the fandom's joke of the Stormlight Archive being therapy wrapped in fiction maybe a little too seriously, but I love where certain people ended up in terms of their development. There are a lot of folks out there accusing Brandon of selling his soul to the woke gods with this one, but honestly, we've known where this was heading for a long time. He said he planned the story to be this way from the beginning, and if you thought a series of books all about people working to develop radical empathy and overcome personal biases, and in many cases challenge the fundamental basis of their belief system, in order to make the world better for multiple classes of disenfranchised and oppressed people was going to be comfortable and not require you to incorporate some of those same principles of empathy and recognition of people different than you, I don't know how you made it this far. That's really my main takeaway from this book. Sanderson dares to bring to the table people of all different representations, beliefs, and ideologies, and present them simply as existing in this book. If people different than you simply existing outrages you somehow, perhaps Stormlight, a series where the main antagonist is literally the embodiment of indiscriminate hatred, isn't for you. At least not yet. Go read Skyward. Maybe sci-fi lessons in empathy will go over better. People are people. All people are people. And everyone, everywhere, are just people. Okay, rant over. Wind and Truth, 8 out of 10. Spoiler-filled review coming soon. In the meantime, I have another audiobook out, so if you need something to fill the space between now and whenever Isles of the Emberdark releases, check out The Oracle Sphere by Travis Pond. I'll talk about it more in a later video, but read and find out. This was the first audiobook I recorded, and it took a while.